LemonAid, freshly brought to you by BlessVision Foundation. This episode is sponsored by Rotary Club of Hong Kong Sunrise. The views and opinions expressed in the following interview are those of the guests and do not necessarily reflect the views or position of BlessVision Foundation. Welcome to LemonAid. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have a very handsome brother with us, and his name is Emanual Lepcha. I talked to him before we start the interview. He born in India and grew up in the border between Nepal and India. So he's kind, and his grandfather is from China, is a Chinese. So today he's sitting here with us, and he served in Hong Kong for around 7 years today. I'm so happy to have Emanual Lepcha and from Inner City Ministries, and he's the executive director of this ministries. Hello, Emanual.
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you here.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, and you born in India and you grew up in a border between Nepal and India. So, how was your childhood? How do you describe your childhood?
I was born in India and Bangladesh border since my dad was a missionary, and he was working with a tribal village. So where I was born in the house, not even in the clinic. So that's why I didn't have my birth certificate for a long time.
Wow.
So
you born in the house?
Yeah. So I started my school with kind of like a Bengali language.
Yeah.
But later the weather and the climate that didn't suit us, so we became very sick again and again. So we moved to the mountain, northeast region of India. We call the Darjeeling.
Okay.
Kalimpong. It's the foothills of Himalayas. So we moved there, and then we joined Nepali the government primary school, where I learned Nepali. Like most of the community who live there are Nepali. So that's why I started growing up with the Nepali community, where my mom was, she is a Nepali, though my dad was a Chinese.
What is the reason that bring you to Hong Kong since 2013?
Yeah. Back in the life in India, my dad was a missionary. My brother and my auntie was here in Hong Kong after, I think, 2008, 2007. But my auntie was here for since a long time. They were working here in Hong Kong as a missionary, in a mission. And my dad was also a missionary. Most of my family, the members are missionary workers. I struggled a lot in my childhood, seeing that experience of being the missionary kid in the family. And I always saw that there's always problem. There's always lack of everything in the family. We didn't have enough resources. We didn't have, our financial situation was very bad. So I grew up as a poor kid. We grew up as a poor family. So that's why every time when people talks about the poor people in India or in Nepal, and they show pictures of these poor people, like naked people, and I see myself there.
Oh.
And I always have this complaint, I would like to say a grudge in my heart. It's like my dad serves as a missionary, and he works for God, my auntie and my brother. And I always think why we are like this. Look at other people. They don't serve God.
But they are rich.
Everything.
They have wealthy, right?
Wealthy, and they have everything. But for us, it's why we are like this.
Yeah.
We didn't have a chance to go to school. We didn't have a good start in the society or in the community. Most of our time, I still remember in our places 6 months or over 5 to 6 months, the rainy season when it's the monsoon. And we spend lots and lots, hundreds of sleepless nights, because when it's raining, all the water is dripping inside your house.
So the house you live in is
a straw.
Straw.
It's made of straw.
Oh, so a lot of rain water
is
will
coming
come
inside,
out.
so you cannot sleep.
Yes.
And the same thing in the winter, it's cold. You don't have enough blankets, all those kind of things. So those are the things I always struggle, and I always complain, and I always have this kind of negativity about serving people and as a missionary, and why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? You know, so we don't get anything. We don't receive anything. You're just giving out to people, and like, look at ourselves, look at me, and what we have is like nothing.
Yeah, right.
So that really hurts. That really, and I have this kind of like, and I always had this, I would do something rather than doing all this what my dad is doing. I will do something different. I will make more money. I will be rich, you know. And this is what I suppose. Like I was trying to do in India. I was studying and I was going to the city and working hard.
We try to explore new ways of life.
But it was always, there is always something. I always felt like there's something missing, and I always challenge with my own thoughts, and I always ask like, where are you going? What are you doing? Do you have any destination? Do you have any like goal or vision? So I was just, at that time, I feel like I was just chasing a wind, like, you know, it's like, I'm getting nothing.
Is that because too much lack in your childhood, that there's an insecurity build up?
Yep, I think that's one of the things.
So what do you do to encountering this deep insecurity feeling?
It's different. I would say, like, as I grow up, there was a different situation, different, my age group, actually, like my age differences, like, you know, so like when I was in the teenagers.
Oh, teenagers, okay.
So that's different perspective, like how you deal with that. So you want to engage yourself in substances. Like I started drinking, I started taking drugs, I started taking all those. I was addicted to marijuana. Because lots of my friends suggest to me, if you are going through this stress, if you're going through this problem, you know, just smoke it, and then you feel like you're just flying.
Where you get this drug in the first time?
You don't have to buy marijuana in our village. It just grows in your garden, so you can have anytime you want, you know. So it just grows in the village, so everywhere.
So you just grab this in the village and
just smoke it. Yeah, it just because those are the things, like, you know. So I try to satisfy myself, and I started.
What is the age when you the first time to try that?
I think I was class 9, so it's like almost between 15 to 17 years old.
The first time you try that.
So, I mean, like I was trying to get rid of like the situation I was going to. I was trying to
escape from the feelings.
Yes. I was just trying many things to do. And later on, when I finished during my school, like I used to smoke a lot, and then when I finished my school, I became the alcoholic. I started drinking, and the other substances also with other people. So when I was in class 9.
What is the age in the class 9? It's like
class 9 is around 18 years old. I was a very good, bright kid in the school, and I always got like first or second grade, like, you know, so like the rank in my school. When I was in class 9 and I got into all these kind of bad things, and I started smoking marijuana, drinking, and hanging out with outside people. I was just trying to enjoy my life, and I completely missed out my the school day, and I started bunk my classes. And I was like, I had this confidence. It's like, okay, I am a bright kid in the school. So maybe even if I don't work hard, I will pass. You know? And I did my exam, and it was a result day. Like, we have to go to receive your progress report. And I was standing in front of my class teacher, and she looked at me and say, "Hey, Emanuel, maybe you just try, like, next time." And I thought, like, okay, maybe this time I didn't get like any like first or second grade. I picked up my progress report and I opened it. It was in a red color.
Oh,
failed. That was the first time I experienced fail in my life. So I feel like the ground underneath my foot is just slipping away. I feel the goosebumps all over my body, and I cannot
accept the failure.
Go back and correct it. I cannot regain that 1 year which I lost. And that's the first time I felt inside of me, deep inside of me, it's like, this is something which I've done. This is not because of someone else, but this is because of me. I lost my 1 year. And that was like it was a painful. It just hurt my within me. I was like broken.
Why is that so hurt you? I mean, I can see the hurt of that report to you. Why it's so sad?
This is because I think back in India, the education is very, very important for everyone. So,
is that representing the result? Is representing whether you can succeed or not?
It's because like the status, right? So like if you have ever failed in your life, so that really gives you that black dot.
Oh, okay.
So and then which is very hard to remove from your life because you are a failure.
Okay.
And back into our place is like one of the worst thing is if you repeat the same class.
Oh, that's very shameful.
Shameful,
thing, right?
and even like teachers and your friends will just mock you all the time. You are the second year.
Oh, I
so
see.
It's like kind of like I would have this kind of I can see these young people coming into my class, and I'm sitting with them together. It's kind of like guilt and shame, which is very hard to face. And you cannot escape from this. You cannot escape. So all this kind of thing, like my life went through all this kind of thing, failure, and then like all this
How
in
do
society.
you wake up again or stand up again after that black dot?
One of my friends died because of the overdose. We
Because
saw him
of the
because of the drugs.
Oh, overdose.
Yeah, overdose. That incident makes me feel to ask myself, okay, where are you going? What are you doing? And I continue my class 10. I continue my class 9 again. And I did my class 10, and in class 10 I got the second division again. I just stood up.
What is the energy, or what is the force that push you up again?
I would say it's just the community where I grew up. There's a two community where people like easily give up, and there's another community like friend circle where people are working hard. And I started hanging out with the hardworking community and the friends where everyone is working hard, everyone is doing good. They didn't have even I see like they're also going through all this kind of the same situation and same family background and all those kind of thing, and they're working hard. So why can't I? And that kind of energy, I always feel like I had this kind of like positive energy within me. But I have to wake that up, Sometimes it just fades away because of your situation. It just fades away because what you see, it just fades away because what you're facing,
Because
so
the circumstances really too hard.
It's because you're struggling. Yeah. So that's why it's like lots of people, if they're going through all the struggles and the family problem and the friends and relationship, that really fades away their positive energy within them.
Yes, and because the focus in the circumstances, not inside.
Yeah. That's how I grew up.
I'm so glad to hear Emanual share about how he grew up and how his story is in the childhood. And he said he's always asking questions. After the death of your friend, you always ask, what I'm going to do. And let's have a rest right now. And later when we come back, we still have Emanual with us. And let us to explore with Emanual together. What is he doing? And what is the change of his life? We'll see you later. Welcome back to LemonAid, and we have Emanual with us. And in the first part interview, I remember Emanual said, raising up as a missionary kid, it's really making him feel not very good because it's very poor, the living environment very poor, and many things lack. Do not have enough money, very inferior feeling. So what do you feel now about this?
I think when I look back my life, I went through over like 30 years, I feel like those are the moments when the God was shaping my life. He was molding me. I would say I was going through this refining process. Yeah, although like we had this problem in our life, but I really feel like if I wouldn't have gone through all this thing, and right now in the situation where I'm working with the people, I would not confidently tell them my stories, and I cannot encourage them. So that was I really feel like God was he was not like punishing me, I would say, but he was helping me to go through all this the process to become a man like me now, where I'm working with the community.
What is the man like you now? How do you describe this man?
I always had this the vision in my life, the dream, and which was like lots of fish in the pond, but the pond there is very dirty. It's black. The water is very dirty and black. And I always dreamed all these fishes were all in the surface of water looking for something fresh water. So when the pond is very dark and black and then muddy, the fishes comes on the surface of water and trying to have some fresh air or like fresh water. That was the dream I always had. And I didn't know why I was always having those kind of dreams. And I always had those kind of dreams back in India when I was in India. And I thought like this is something, because in the village we used to play with the fishes, we used to catch fishes.
So this dream you keep dreaming for since you in the childhood until now?
I don't know how long, but the thing is I still remember I had this kind of dream often in my life.
What does dream means to you?
I didn't understand the moment when I was having this kind of dream until I understood when I came to Hong Kong. There's a lot of fishes, and that fishes indicates they represents the people, the ethnic minority people here in Hong Kong, especially the young people. They were caught up into this life circle and the life struggles here in Hong Kong, and they really want to come out from this. They are in a muddy water. They are in this, how to say, it's a dark and this kind of like the situation community where they're looking for something fresh. And I saw a lot of people, young people and ethnic minority people, especially the Nepali people, they caught up into this hardship. They work hard. They don't have the family time. We call the eating together and sitting together. Moms are working in the restaurant. Dads are working in the construction.
What is the struggling point of your life?
The first thing is, I would say, when they come home, if you grow up in a very good family, we always say that the family is one of the important things where you learn everything, because we call the charity begins at home. And if you are not spending time with your family, you learn things from outside. I think that's the problem, because lots of our kids, they pick things from outside or from the social media. And young people, most of their time they're spending watching pornography. And the influence, what the social media brings, that's what they pick. That's what the language and everything they learn. So that's why the problem is, I would say that lots of the drug addicts in Hong Kong, Nepali is the high statistics.
If the situation in Hong Kong is that bad, is that a better choice if they can go back to their home country?
I don't think, because the main reason living in Hong Kong is a job opportunity and money. At least in Hong Kong, they can do something to survive.
So for the last part of the program, I would like to ask Emanual, do you have any encouraging words for those teenagers who are listening to this program?
Yeah. One of the important things they need to know is they are in Hong Kong. And there are lots of opportunities. This is something that we have to find out. It will not come to your house by itself, but you have to go and to find out. And I would say there's lots and lots of opportunity to make your life better. And we have to come out from our comfort zone where we feel like this is our life and this is what we can do. Because most of the time we saw our parents all working in construction and security guard. bartenders, all those kind of thing. And what we see is that that's our future. That's how far we can go. That's not true. And in Hong Kong, if you have a qualification, if you are qualified, you will have lots of option to work. People fear, the one of the fear is, I would say, if you don't know Cantonese, people say, I cannot do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not true.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I don't know any Cantonese for the first place. But I'm working here for like 7 years, and now I'm executive director running this organization. So there are lots of people out there, they don't know Cantonese, but they are working, they are doing good.
Yes, yes.
So that's not true. We have to take out all those lies that has been set up because of our like past life and because of what we see in our community and society. That's not true. Actually, that's not true. If you come out, if you open your eyes, you can see lots of opportunities and lots of things that you can do, we can do actually here in Hong Kong, and that just makes your life better. What we see now, and that's the encouragement. Yeah.
Can you speak in Nepali for this?
म यही भन्न चाहन्छु यो हङकङमा भएको हाम्रा सम्पूर्ण टिनेजर्सहरू हाम्रो जति पनि यहाँ बसिरहेर पढिरहेको हाम्रो युवकहरूलाई यो भन्न चाहन्छु कि हामी हङकङमा छौँ अनि हाम्रो निम्ति रिसोर्सेसहरू छ अनि हङकङमा बसेर हामीले धेरै कुरो गर्न सक्छौँ तर हामीमा एउटा के भन्नु नकारात्मक एउटा विचार हामीमा छ त्यो चाहिँ के हो भनेदेखि हामी क्यान्टोनिज बोल्न आउँदैन पढेर पनि के गर्नु भन्ने खालको एउटा एक प्रकारको विचार छ अनि त्यो विचारले चाहिँ आज हामीलाई के गराउँछ भन्ने चाहिँ हाम्रो सोचलाई हाम्रो फ्युचरलाई हाम्रो भविष्यलाई चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ विलिन गराउँछ अनि हामी केही गर्न सबै कुरो गर्नदेखि रोक्छ तर म यही भन्न चाहन्छु कि तपाईहरू जुन कुरो सोच्नुहुन्छ जुन कुरा तपाईँको जीवनको बारेमा तपाईले सोचिरहनु भएको छ जुन प्रकारको भविष्य तपाईँको जीवनको तपाईँले बनाइरहनु भएको छ म भन्छु कि त्यो भन्दा पनि अझै बेसी तपाईँले गर्न सक्नुहुनेछ किनभने हङकङमा क्यान्टोनिज नबोल्नेहरूले पनि उनीहरूको लाइफ उनीहरूले मजाले उनीहरूको जीविकाहरू चलाइरहेको छ अनि एजुकेसनको क्षेत्रमा है पढाइ लेखाइको क्षेत्रमा अनि त्यो बाहेक कामको क्षेत्रमा पनि हङकङमा यति बिघ्न हाम्रो निम्ति सुविधाहरू छ जुन कुरालाई चाहिँ आज खोज्न सक्यौँ भनेदेखि त्यसलाई हामीले सठिक रूपमा हामीले चाहिँ त्यसलाई लगाउन सक्यौँ भनेदेखि हामीले सोचेको भन्दा पनि अझै असल हाम्रो लाइफ है हामीले हङकङमा हामीले पाउन सक्छौँ अनि हाम्रो यही भन्न चाहन्छु कि हाम्रो सिचुएसन है यहाँनिर हाम्रो कतिवटा डिस्क्रिमिनेसनहरूको कुराहरू हाम्रोमा आउँछ त्यो त संसारभरि नै भइरहेको छ है नभएको जग्गा कहाँ छ र सबै जग्गा त्यही हो तर त्यसलाई नै हाम्रो जीवनको चाहिँ सबैभन्दा मुख्य एउटा के भन्ने एउटा त्यसलाई चाहिँ एउटा फेल्युर चाहिँ नमानौँ किनभनेदेखि त्यो हाम्रो जीवनमा यदि हामी स्ट्रगल गरेनौँ भनेदेखि हाम्रो जीवनमा यदि हामीले त्यो समस्यालाई समाधान गर्ने हामीमा त्यो विकल्प आज हामी खोज्न छोड्यौँ भनेदेखि आज हामी जहिले पनि हाम्रो जीवनमा चाहिँ हामी फेल मात्रै देख्छौँ तर यी सबै कुरोहरूबाट जब हामी घर जान्छौँ म तपाईँलाई यही भन्नु सुन हुँदैन जबसम्म त्यो खरिँदैन है डायमन्ड पनि डायमन्ड हुँदैन जबसम्म त्यसलाई चाहिँ त्यो समुद्रको त्यो गहिराइमा त्यो चाहिँ तपिँदैन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि कुनै पनि कुरो आज हाम्रो जीवनमा हुनको लागि चाहिँ हामी यो सबै कुरो भएर जान जरुरी छ अनि हङकङमा बसिरहनु भएको सबैलाई हामी यही भन्न चाहन्छौँ तपाईँले धेरै कुरो गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ तपाईँले सोचेको भन्दा बेसी तपाईँको जीवनमा तपाईँले गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ धन्यवाद
Thank you so much, Emanual. And actually, tonight is still in the New Year's in January 2021. And we hope in here, everyone, that you have hope and keep your faith. Never give up. And there's still a way. So thank you, Emanual, again. And thank you, everyone. Good night and see you next week.
Thank you.
Welcome to Cantonese time.
廣東話時間 Gloria, 新年快樂
Hello, Flora. What are you talking about?
新年快樂 means Happy Chinese New Year.
I see. 新年快樂. How do Hong Kong people prepare for Chinese New Year usually?
We put 揮春 on walls, putting candies and 瓜子 into 全盒.
What do you mean?
揮春 means lucky message. 瓜子 means melon seeds. 全盒 means Chinese candy box.
揮春 is lucky message. 瓜子 is melon seeds. 全盒 is Chinese candy box.
Exactly.
I like turnip cake and sticky rice cake. How can I say them in Cantonese?
Tunic cake is 蘿蔔糕. Sticky rice cake is 年糕.
Flora, where can I find 蘿蔔糕 and 年糕?
You can find 蘿蔔糕 and 年糕 in many places, like supermarkets, restaurants, and bakeries. Let's go 辦年貨 together.
What is 辦年貨?
辦年貨 means New Year shopping.
Okay, let's go 辦年貨 then.